Hello, 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 everybody. It is Matt and it is Wild Wednesday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk. All that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. Even though I'm here an awful lot, I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of info. Check out today's description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day. Such as today, I gave you a brief synopsis, your starring cast, your director, runtime of the cut I am watching, along with a link for where you can watch this bad boy on Amazon Prime. I'm not 100% sure if it's free or if it's a pay to rent. I forgot to double check that. I don't have Prime, so it would cost me no matter what. And then also, if you decide, you can help support Matt's Movie Mania and toss me a couple of bucks. Now that I got all that said in mind and all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's is a hilarious little mockumentary known as a Paranormal Documentary. Wow, what a fun movie. It's directed by none other than our good friend Matty Calhoun, who I've done a couple of reviews for already. This will be, I believe, the third review I've done for a film for him, and they just keep getting better. I really am a huge fan. It's hard to say anything negative about films like this, because you can tell that they are having a great time making this film, having so much fun, and doing something just so silly and ridiculous that it works in a perfect fashion, in my opinion. Now, this movie is, I think it was about an hour and 20 some minutes long, if memory serves me. Maybe it was longer. But it's feature length movie. It's not terribly long. It doesn't overstay its welcome. Granted, I feel like there should have been probably about 10 minutes cut out of it. Because there is some stuff where it's like, okay, that doesn't really fit into the story quite as much. I think the penis jokes were funnier than hell. Just joke after joke after one-liner, it just really works perfectly. And then it's also got a couple of faces I recognize besides Matty's. I recognize, well, he was wearing a mask, but I knew it was him right away. Our good friend Nathan Hine, or Harry Collins, whichever name you want to call him. And then of course I noticed we had a cameo by Bob Vresilovic. I'm sorry, Bob. I always murder your name. But it was cool seeing him in here playing a Sasquatch that was dressed in an ape costume, which was absolutely hilarious. But what is this movie? What is it about? Well, it starts out with this couple that are going on a little scenic route through the woods, going on a little hike, having a little romantic day together. They come across a Ziploc bag that is filled with blood, has a camera, and it also has a male member inside of it. Yes, I said a male member. They get a hold of the police and da-da-da-da-da. Fast forward a little bit, and you got these two gentlemen that are going to go into those woods and go into the turnpike, the abandoned turnpike, that is. They called it the Dunwich Tunnel, I believe, if memory serves me correct. They are going into that, and from what I remember, that is the same, or at least connected to the same tunnels that of the Harry Collins classic known as Sidling Hill. I believe that was connected to those same tunnels because they are extremely similar in style and in design. So I really think that they're the same ones. But anyways, these two guys, I almost called them a couple. These two guys, it's a doctor, Effin, I forget his last name, and then his cameraman, who is his assistant. The doctor is absolutely hilarious. They get their voyage started, and he wants to stop and get him some ding dongs. And lo and behold, there is no ding dongs there. They're all out of them at the place that he stopped at. So he was a little bummed. He couldn't have a little bit of chocolate in his mouth, as he says. So many penis jokes. It's hilarious. I love it. But they get to those woods, and they come across various people throughout the woods and in the tunnels, or just outside the tunnels. And it's very it is kind of, for being a mockumentary, some of it's pretty creepy. I really like the tunnels. I think that they're really perfect for making a film. If I lived in the area, I would do the same. Granted, I hear it's quite the jog from where you park at to the actual tunnel itself. I hear it's quite a hike. But it's an interesting thing. You see lots of cool gore in here as well, like faces, skinned faces, the chopped off penises. There's just some really, really cool gore. There's a guy who gets his arm severed off. It's just top quality entertainment. Now, that's all I want to give away about the movie itself. I don't like to give away a whole lot because I want you guys to check this out. On to the three things that I love my movies to meet. First is the audio. It's very nice. It's very fine. I never found a moment in here where I couldn't understand a character, or not hear them perfectly. It worked out rather well, and I'm going to give it an A on that end. Now, as far as dialogue goes, the dialogue is so funny. I laughed out loud several times. Especially the doctor. He has some of the best lines in the entire movie. I think he is just absolutely top notch. Great acting from him as well. So I'm going to give it another A on the dialogue side. Now on to editing. The editing is fine. I don't notice any continuity errors. There's no silly jump cuts or cuts that don't make sense. It just really, for being such a schlocky mockumentary, they did a really good job at making this feel seamless in places. Like, the editing is very fine. Like I said, I would only cut about 10 minutes of it, and it's just little snippets here and there. Nothing major that would give away anything wrong or ruin anything with the story. I think it's just a little longer than I was expecting, but it's still a good ride. Alright guys, I almost forgot on my 1 through 5, I'm going to give this thing a 4 out of 5. I had a great time. I just really, I can't say how much I enjoyed this. Check out Matty Calhoun's work if you get an opportunity. This, Death Dummy, I think the other one was Dead End Drive, I believe, that I did a review for. But it's great stuff. All right, guys, love your faces. I'll see you on Friday. My week's all messed up with this holiday week. You know, I keep thinking it's Tuesday. But anyways, I'll see you on Friday with yet another review. And then Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday next week. All right, guys, love your faces.
Peace.